Hi everyone. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different format than my videos normally are. I've been thinking about doing this one for a little while. It's going to be a property tour. I've got a lot of people that I care about that for one reason or another can't make it to have a look and see our property and the work I've put into it, whether it be because they're too far away or they're not physically able to walk around. So I'm going to try not to make this too long and not ramble too much. But I'm sitting on the four-wheeler right now. I'm going to zip around and just show you quickly. There's going to be an emphasis on the trails that I've been building. I put a lot of work into those, and I want to show them off a little bit. Anyway, it's going to start here. We're on a cul-de-sac. I've been trying to, although it's not all my property, thinning out and trimming maples so that they kind of eventually go all the way around. I keep a bench at the end of the cul-de-sac for the kids, the parents to have a place to go. I hope you can hear me over the four-wheeler. We have a driveway that meets with our neighbors. We share a box. There's the bench. And all these maples I planted 18 years ago. The one on the end is the nicest so far. Put some planters there for flowers. Over there I call my staging area. It's where the developer originally intended for the house to go. So I keep my firewood and shelter, dirt, that kind of stuff over there. Got a nice footpath that goes to our neighbor's house over there. Don't mind the junk in the garage. Planted a bit of a garden in barrels this year. Things are looking pretty good. I've got some blueberries in those. There were some here, they didn't survive, so I'm just killing off the sod so I can plant more garden there. Sarah's tree house, a weeping willow that I planted a while ago. Pretty swampy back there. I've got dreams of making a pond someday, but that may or may not happen. So this is the entrance to the trail, or one of the entrances. the corner of the property. I had hoped to plant, I call this the berry patch. I had fenced off an area, it's 25 by 25. I built 2 rows. We're on bedrock here, there's not any soil, so I had to bring in all the dirt. It might be hard to see, everything's so overgrown, but there's 2 rows there. I had 1 row planted as raspberries and 1 as blackberries, and at the back I had strawberries. The fence was to keep the deer out, but come to find out the raccoons chewed through the fence and they would just decimate everything for fun. Chew all the canes down, and I tried trapping them, I tried reinforcing the fencing, nothing seemed to work, so I pretty much gave up on it. This section of trail I had crusher dust quite a while ago. It needs a freshening up, but the goal is to get it so that I can use the ride-on mower, drive around and just keep the weeds down. That's my little shooting range I had at one time. This section is the roughest so far, but I should get some gravel on it this year. It also kind of goes around the berry patch, so I didn't have to try turning around on the trail. Should have trimmed this a little bit before making the tour, but it gets better. This trail basically goes all the way around the property. At first I just wanted to know where the lines were and be able to walk around, and it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. I wanted it nicer and nicer and put more work into it over the years. Here's where I finished off graveling last, so there's not a whole lot left to do, which is nice. The trail would have gone straight here, but there's a giant drop off. I'll show you on the other side. So even though this is still steep, it's much better than what it would have been. This would have been the drop off. It's a good, I don't know, 8 feet tall. This is the bridge that crosses the brook. Pretty dry now, but when we get a rain and in the spring it runs pretty good. A new trail that I cut this year that leads to that staging area. It's been a really nice bypass to shuttle the gravel much faster with less hills. So I'll show you that last, but this is continuing on the trail that goes around the property. This is where I left off crusher dusting. It makes the trail a lot smoother and nicer to walk on. This is the first time I've been on it with the four-wheeler. This is the next street over, the end of the next street over. I'm hoping I'm not sinking too much with the four-wheeler, not too bad. Let the rain pack it in for a couple of weeks now, I think. side of the property was decimated by Hurricane Fiona. So you couldn't pass here, you couldn't see through it. It was just trees everywhere, big tangled mess. So me and my friend came and got the logs out, which was nice. I'm doing my best to keep up on downfall and dead standing, and then after that I try thinning out saplings, but it's a big job to keep up on. There's a go around here just to be able to turn around the trailer and stuff. So the property line goes straight here, but it ends up on the cul-de-sac. So we kind of snake back this way. So this is that staging area, the driveway's over there. Try to keep my junk over here so it doesn't clutter up around the house. Firewood, gravel. There's more wood under there, slab wood. Here's the driveway over there. The planters, those flower planters. This is the new trail this year. I call it the bypass trail. There's a really cool rock shelf that starts here. Pretty much spans the property. I know it's hard to see, it's kind of hidden, but it goes from 4 feet to like 8 feet tall, just a sheer rock ledge. My hope is to build a little cabin, like a one-room cabin, a bunkie. Off-grid, just a little wood stove and a couch, something like that. Here we are back at the intersection. And the bridge is there. I hope you guys liked the video. Of course, I'd love to show you all in person, but that's not possible for everyone. So, hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.